Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Erica or Ricky Mickey Plants, and I am planning another week because the weeks keep coming, so I keep planning. And I am planning, post-it with stuff, in my classic size happy planner, and this is the week of March 25th through the 31st, the last week of March. There's something schmutzy on my planner that I'm going to try to scrape off. If you don't recognize the layout, pulled out 2 pages. If you don't recognize the layout, it is because this is a layout that I have created, very much inspired by Happy Planner. So I'm not going to act like I created, designed it all, but I just kind of zhuzhed it a little to fit my empty nest lifestyle, where I don't have as many activities or appointments, so I could shrink each day to a little bit smaller, a lot bit smaller actually. But I could expand my to-do list area, actually create a to-do list area. And so, yeah, that's what I did. I'm going all out for Easter. I realized that I have apparently not done much Easter. So I have tons of little Easter bunnies. They are not illustrated the same. They are not colored the same, but I'm just going to mix them all together. So we're talking the blue seasonal book, little bunnies. Red seasonal book, little bunnies. These are the least likely to get used, but I might use the chicks because I like the chicks. That sounded interesting. Sometimes you just distract yourself. The orange seasonal book has 1 bunny, but it's got some eggs, so probably there. And then this is a Park Lane sticker book I picked up on clearance that also has some bunnies and some birds, and yeah. So I'm just doing a lot of bunnies this week. So I'm going to put these to the side, and I thought I should put bunnies obviously across the bottom, like running, a little hopping, running bunnies. And I thought they should be hopping out of some grass. So I could use some washi as grass, or I could use, excuse me as that rolls around, these page borders from the Planner Society. I mean, they're a little bit too perfect, but they're glittery and I like glitter. Or maybe I combine the two. What about that? Hey, that could work. So let's see. This washi's getting a little old, so I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a chance. I really like this marble style washi. It's a good way to have color and texture, but not pattern. And that's a look that I enjoy having. So this washi works well for me in that way. And I have several colors of the marbly stuff. So what if I take this on top of, I'm getting snagged on stuff, on top of this. I mean, it's too perfect, right? But who cares? It's kind of fun. I think I'm going to do it. I think I am. And I think I'm going to start here, and I'm going to end up at the end, and I'm not going to worry about that mushroom hole. And this little piece, oh, that was loud. This little piece is the perfect, what am I saying? Length. Goodness gracious. So I'll take this, and I'm just lining it up. I'm kind of covering that line so I can keep it semi-straight, because I don't keep things straight if I'm left to my own accord. And there we go. Grass for bunnies. It's too perfect, but to really look like grass. But it's, how about it's just the idea of grass? I just want the bunnies to have something to hop through. I mean, why not? Ooh, I don't like it now that I see it. Ooh, it's a little too perfect, isn't it? Do I put a second layer? See if I'm like to do that. That's not bad, actually. And then the washi's still kind of peeking through, right? Maybe I'll like that better, because that's bugging me. That does not Watch out for the sound. That doesn't look as good as I was hoping. All right, so let's take it along the bottom. Okay, so do I do it this way where it's perfect? Or do I come up over it a bit more and leave more washi on the bottom? I think I'm gonna split the difference. And I'm gonna go kind of like this. Okay, again, I may hate this, but this one will come up easily because it's actually on washi. So if I don't like it, let's look at it first. It's better. Is it good? I don't know, but it's better. So yeah, these are, I think she calls them page edgers, scalloped edgers, something like that, from the Planner Society. But I also am pretty sure that they are getting out of the planner biz right now and getting into more like vision boards. And so you may not be able to get those those scalloped edgers or whatever she calls them. That's a little hokey, but let's put some bunnies on it and see how it looks. Let's get bunnies. All right, so I'm gonna start with these bunnies here because they're nice and big, and let them kind of be jumping along. You know what? Before I do that, no, I wanted to put my steps box first. Let's put my steps box first, I think. Just so I make sure I actually have it. I'm considering going over here, but I think I'm gonna go here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. I think I'll just feel better about it if I do. And now, these sticker books are old too, so I don't know how these are gonna come up. Oh, that came up nicely. Oh, so cute. Okay. Oh, what if I did that? He's gonna take up a lot of space. I think I'll use one of these smaller ones for that. Okay, so let's put him kind of hopping right about there. And then I might as well use the other one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use just the bunny heads. I think I want actual bunnies. So we're going to kind of stick him in between those mushroom holes there. Oh my goodness. See, so that's just a bunny head, so I don't think I'll use that. I may use the eggs, I may use the carrots, we shall see. So that's just a bunny head, so I won't use that. I'll move that. And then these are all just bunny heads. I don't think I want heads, but the chicks are here, so I'm saving that. Remember, I like the chicks. Let's put another little bunny kind of hopping over my steps box here because he's kind of cute. And let's put a little bunny kind of sitting here and watching what's going on. I kind of want to lift it and put him behind that. I don't know if I can do that though. These edgers are very adhesive heavy, so to speak. All right, that worked. Hee. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm happy with him. All right. Should I add another bunny? I could. Let's see. I don't have any more hopping bunnies, but I do have the chicks. What if I had some chicks? Let's get some chicks. So I'll stick some chicks just kind of hanging out here with the bunnies. I used to, when I was young, my grandparents were members of a country club. And we would go to the country club with them on Easter morning. And there would always be just this huge vat of chicks at there, like kind of in the foyer when you got there. And so my brother and I that was you know, because everybody else was like old people, right? And so we didn't have cousins and such growing up. We were the only ones. And so we just would play with these chicks. That was kind of our Halloween thing, was playing Halloween. That was our Easter thing, was playing with chicks. So these little chicks are, they do it for me. I think these eggs are too big. I think these eggs are too big. But I think these eggs are great. So I'm going to stick them in here too, or just a few of them at least. So let's take an orange one, and let's take a pink and yellow one. And let's just kind of, let's see, how do I want to do that? Let's stick an Easter egg right here. Oh, here come my dogs. I shut the door though, so they can't get in. And let's put an Easter egg. I'm gonna put it here. I don't usually get a lot of steps on Sunday anyway, so. And I think I'm gonna save the rest and just kind of stick some Easter eggs elsewhere through the spread, and some little chicks, and maybe even a bunny head or two. Ooh, that just flew out of my hands. All right. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I'm so happy with that. All right, next, in one of these books, there's a sticker that says Happy Easter. I wonder if it's this one. It is. Happy Easter right there. So I think what I'm going to do is take Happy Easter, but because there's so much green over here, I want some green over here, but I don't think I want to use grass again. So I think I'll take this and back my Happy Easter sticker with it. And I'm going to make it kind of a big backing, like not just a little bit peeking, but a lot. And then stick that on there. And I'm going to stick it, I guess I'll center it. I'm going to treat it like it's one sticker and center it up and down, you know, with this height-wise. I don't love it. I don't love it, but let's give it a chance. We'll give it a chance because, I mean, that's what I'm doing is Happy Easter, so that sticker makes perfect sense. Okay, now what? That's really all I had planned ahead of time. That's all I had. I could use this Easter sticker or this. I think I'll use the green one. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and put it on Easter morning. So I'll move this and I will put this right here. Or I could put it up here. No, I'm going to put it right here. If I need more room to write, I will figure it out. Okay. Seriously, that's all I knew I was going to do. Everything else I'm faking from here on out. All right, let's start faking it. Okay. Oh my goodness, my dogs are fighting right outside my door, or playing. I'm not sure. I can't tell when they're fighting or playing. Nobody ever gets hurt, so it must be playing. But yeah, they're doing it right outside my door, which means one of them is trying to get away from the other and wants to come in here to hide. That's what that means. All right, let me think about my schedule here. Monday, we will have a rehearsal for the musical my husband and I direct together. Tuesday, there will be a rehearsal. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, that's it. So there will be a rehearsal for the musical that my husband and I direct together, as well as a rehearsal for the musical I direct for the elementary. Because why not do two musicals at the same time? That sounds like a good idea, right? So smart. I'm so smart. Wednesday, there's a rehearsal for the musical my husband and I direct together. Thursday is the same as Tuesday, where we will have 2 rehearsals. And so I'm using these square stickers for our rehearsals because to me, when I just glance at my page, I can just see the squares as opposed to rectangles and just know those are for rehearsals for our musicals. Like it's just, they all go together, you know? So that that same shape works really well for me. And there is no rehearsal on Friday because Friday is Good Friday. And so we will have a church service on Good Friday. And so I will need to mark that. I'm going to put that right here. And I'm deciding where to put it based on where it will lay in the day. You'd think a Good Friday service that starts at 7:30 p.m. would be the last thing, but we will actually have to pick some stuff up for Saturday after that service. So I'm leaving some space to write that. And let's go ahead and talk about this day. This day is a huge day. This is our first of 2 work days for the musical we direct together. It's actually really kind of beautiful. Everybody who's involved in the musical, plus a bunch of regular community members who are not, all get together and just build and paint and create, and it's really inspiring. It's one of my favorite parts of doing the musical is the work days. It's exhausting, but the coming together of the community to make this show great for these kids is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful. I'm gonna get rid of a few Post-its. Usually I move a Post-it for a reoccurring event to the next week. But as you just saw, there is no next week because this is the end of the month. So I'm gonna move them to here for now. And when I get next week in my planner, I will move them over. So there is no game night on Thursday this week. I don't know why. There is no game night on Friday this week because of this service. I will get this put down in a bit. And let's just go ahead and do it. So there is choir rehearsal on Wednesday. And I can use a smaller sticker for this because it doesn't need a lot of information. I'll just write choir. And in case we do something after it, I'm going to leave a little space afterwards. By the time I add things in that aren't on these Post-its, like that I don't know about yet, like things that just come up, my day may not look perfectly chronological. However, I try to get the stuff I know about ahead of time to lay sort of chronologically, if that makes sense. It's kind of the way my mom used to do grocery lists. There's just a piece of paper, and she would always write milk at the bottom because it was at the front of the store and it was the stuff she wanted to keep cold. And so the list was sort of in order from the back of the store to the front so that she could shop and see it in order. So we had to learn, my brother and I, where to put things. Like cereal would be in the middle and all the fruits and vegetables would be like right here because they were close to the front. And so, you know, you do your best to get things chronological, even if they're not going to be perfect. She did her best to get her grocery list in order, even if it wasn't perfect. Am I making any sense here? And can you even hear me with my dogs fighting outside the door? All right, this sticker will be for church, so I will move that. And okay, let's get some icon stickers. Get my fancy schmancy Ziploc bag of icon stickers out. I have some drama masks for our drama rehearsals, our musical rehearsals. And so I will just stick these on here. Again, I know that the squares are for these musical rehearsals, but I like icons. They're both functional and adorable. So icons make me happy. I used to plan with only icon stickers before I started using boxes a lot. Yeah, I liked that. I'm going to put a music note on Easter because it's a cantata this week. And so the choir is going to be performing at that, and it's kind of a big deal. And actually, we're doing part of it on Good Friday as well, so I'm going to put that there. Okay. I don't think I have to do anything for my dogs this week or my cats. We do have trash night to contend with, to deal with, not contend with. Let me get this back so I can see what colors I've got. I mean, I could use any color, right? I think I'm just going to go with this one. I think I'm just going to go with this nice simple line drawing. It's kind of blackish. So here's trash night so that we will get the trash out. And, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. I have to find them. Oh my gosh, where are they? Insurance, we think, got worked out. And so we can do trash night. Nope, we can do shot night as well. We have been waiting for insurance to get this figured out since August. We thought they had it figured out. You won't believe this. We got a notification in the mail from our insurance in December, right before Christmas, saying that we'd been approved by the insurance finally. We get the prescription. The shots have been taken. And then we get a bill for almost $3,000 because that's how much a month's worth of shots costs. We got the bill. Apparently they had changed their mind and not approved it. I was furious. So then we had to try it all again. And now since December, we've been working on that, and now it's been approved again. I hope we don't get a bill, but the medicine has come now. So, and it's going to be taken this week. So hopefully we don't get a bill again. So, and no, we did not end up having to pay that, but it was still just a headache. Such a headache. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of over insurance. I mean, I'm not getting rid of it because we need it, but I'm over the difficulty insurance has become. What if I took a blue one of these and pull this blue over and put it up there? I'm going to put these down a second. I wonder if I could, you know how when you were a little kid and you do grass at the bottom and blue at the top for the sky before you realize that the sky and the grass met at the horizon? Like, what if I did that? What if I took like this blue edger, this light blue, which kind of matches that, right? And I put it at the top to be like cute little cloudy sky. I'm thinking a different size than that one so it doesn't look the same. I think I'm gonna do this middle one. I know, this is totally hokey. This is totally hokey, but I think I'm gonna do it. There's that sound. This is ridiculous, I know, but I think I'm gonna do it. Because I can, and it's gonna make me giggle every time I look at it this week. Like I said, this is not realism here. This is just the impression of, and it's gonna make me giggle every time I look at this week. I'm gonna remember how, 6-year-olds draw the sky and the grass, and it's gonna make me smile. I think I should do that up here too. Let's pull it across. Here's your sound. I'm going to pull it all the way across because I can. This is seriously, I'm just going to open my planner every day this week and giggle about this. If you don't have kids or don't remember yourself drawing, that is how kids start drawing. They just have like a strip of green at the bottom and a strip of blue at the top of their page. As if, it's not, there's no horizon. Oh my gosh, this makes me giggle. Okay, now let me come back to my boxes. I lost a box somewhere. I wonder if it got stuck to my hand or my shirt. I lost a box. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull an extra one because one of them came off while I was doing what I was doing. I don't know where that went. I don't know where it went, but anyway. So now I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna make myself some to-do lists. Usually I make these, I kind of alternate the heights of these, but I think I'm going to keep them straight across this week. And I say straight across as my eye can make them. Should I put green here? I mean, I should, right? I don't have a smaller green. You know how I had different sizes of the blue. I don't have that. That's like my evil laugh. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom on this side, so it'll be slightly different than this, but I don't really care. This This is just to make me laugh and bring me joy. That's all this is for. And really, that's kind of the point to all this stuff anyway, right? That you open your planner that has all this stressful stuff and that you find some joy when you look at it, even though it is stressful. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm happy. That makes me happy right now. I think I am going to do a bunny head. I said I wasn't, but I think I am going to do a bunny head right here because he will fit. And he's kind of cute. And it pulls that color in. Oh my gosh, I am cracking myself up today. Oh man. And then I think I need some more Easter eggs over here. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm pulling some Easter eggs here. I don't want a green one down there. Because, I mean, those are the best Easter eggs to hide, is a green Easter egg in the green grass. But I don't really want to do that on my planner. Put that there. Let's put this one here. Oh, and a chick. I could put a chick. Give me a chick. And put a little chick here. Cat hair. Where shall I put the chick? I'm gonna put the chick here. Yeah. Oh man, I'm cracking myself up. Okay, I gotta get serious a second. Is there anything else? Did you see that my tweezers got snagged in my sweater and then they flew down to the ground? All right, I have to get serious a second and make sure there's nothing else functional I need to put in my planner. So, taking a breath from my crazy blue and green stuff and getting functional for a second. All right, I'm really kind of finished as far as function. From here on out, things that come up, I will mark with a clean color dot marker. I will show you what I mean by that. So let me put a title in here for steps. And then let me get, where do my stickers go? I lost my stickers. Okay, so I also have these to label things with. I could just as easy handwrite these in, but I enjoy making stickers, so I made them. So this is my steps box where I keep track of how many steps I take. I don't actually work to take enough, but I do keep track of them. Nope, I put my at work box in the middle. Why? I don't know, but I do. It feels comfortable, so I do. I put my errands over here on the side where steps is because I don't usually have as many errands as I do other things on my to-do lists. Empty page. I emptied a lot of pages today. And this will be my at-home list. And, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to show you how I use these. So then you take a clean color dot marker, and I will do 7 dots in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I will take a marker, and I will label Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the same thing will happen for other things. Like, that's how I'll do my to-do lists, just tons of dots. And also other things that come up through the week, I will do that with. For instance, I already said that we're going to have some errands to run. Like, basically, we're going to get some donuts to take with us to the work day on Saturday morning. So I'm going to put a dot there that we're going to stop and pick up donuts. So anything else that comes up after the planning has been done, because things always come up, I will mark with these markers. I love those markers, love them. The only other thing I did the last few weeks is kind of place some boxes throughout to break up the space of this to-do list. I don't actually have any boxes like that right now. Let's see. I wonder if there are any around. So if I want to do that again, I can. I have these yellow stickers left over from some other spread I did a long time ago. And I also, from the Colorful Boxes book, have this light blue, which kind of harkens to this and to this. So I can do that, I guess. It's not exactly the right blue, but you know what? I think it's fine. So let's do a blue and let's do a yellow. And I'm just going to break up some of this to-do list here. So let's do, let's put yellow here. I don't know why, but I want to. So we'll put a yellow one here to break that up. And we'll put a blue one here to break this up. And I'll just put some of the sort of more important things on those. And I think I will also, just because I can, I know you won't believe this, but I'm going to put a chick in each one. So this is still my to-do list, but it gets a little chick. This one is too, but it gets a little chick. I think that's it. I truly think that's all I have. I mean, I could put another little, I said I wasn't going to use the bunny heads, but I could put, let's see how it would look. You know, because this is just space that's never going to get used. I could put a bunny head here. I don't know that it's important, but, you know, I'm never going to write right there, so I don't like how that line goes through his face. That's a little distracting, don't you think? I will show you what some people do for that I can't usually get to work, but I'm going to try it. Is they take a white Jelly Roll pen and they go over that line. My Jelly Roll markers or pens don't generally cover that well, but we shall see how that does. We'll let that dry a second. I mean, I could put like a bunny head like right here, just again because I have it, you know, like right there. Because I'm not going to write right there because it's a little too small a space. Okay, I bet that's dry enough now to put that sticker down. Yeah, see, that didn't really work, and I didn't go far enough. I don't know how people do that. Their Jelly Roll pens must be better quality than mine. Like, it just doesn't cover. And I could use white out, but I feel like it's too white. Almost draws more attention to it. Cut this little piece off right here. All right, I think I'm going to be finished. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. If you are inspired by what you saw, please, please, please give me a subscribe. That would be fantastic. It would just totally make my day. And yeah, let me know what you think of this goofy, hokey little thing. But yeah, I hope you have a great Easter if you celebrate. And I hope you have a good week. And stay safe and stay healthy and happy planning. Bye-bye.